So this is for assignment solution for December 2022 procurement management. Here I'm trying to share you how we can answer the assignments with best of my knowledge. Let's go ahead with the parameters which we have to keep in mind while answering for the assignment questions. So the weightage factor goes like this for theoretical questions. We have to answer introduction 20 percentage weightage, concepts and application related to the question goes 60%, conclusion goes 20%. Similarly, when the question is about solving some problems, then the weightage goes like this: understanding and usage of formula goes 20%, procedure steps 60%, correct answers interpretation 20%. So question 1 and 2 uh, are for 10 marks, which needs to be answered in 1000 words. Up to 1000 words is always the best option. And question 3A and 3B goes like 500 words each, and both A and B goes for 5 marks each. So totally the question number 3 is for 10 marks. So overall the assignment will be 30 marks. Let us see if the first question. Discuss the steps involved in purchasing and supply procedures briefly. Imagine you are a procurement manager for a leading mobile manufacturer. What parameters would you assign for your supplier selection for the procurement of mobile components? Also assign weightages for the parameters and justify selection process. So this is for 10 marks question. Let us see how we can find out the solution in the book, what has been given by NMIMS. So first, we can go ahead with the steps involved in the purchasing and supply chain briefly. That is for page number subheading in the first chapter 1.6, purchasing and supply chain procedures. Let me just take you through the book um, where we have page number 23. Yeah, here you can see purchasing and supply chain procedures. So here you have enough information, and then you can look for some introduction and try to find out some information relevant to the question. Then going back to the second part of the question that goes with supplier selection and evaluation, that goes in the chapter 3, 3.4 is our subheading supplier selection and evaluation. Now let me just take you there, page number 70. So here is supplier selection and evaluation. So in this you have parameters which you can look for how we are basically the supplier selection parameters are, and also try to put up like what is more important for the industry like mobile industry. And the final one is evaluation part of it. Supplier selection is the weightage is provided. So there are like three methodology, and then you have to select one of it and then answer why you have selected for justify your answer. Okay, going to the second question. As a procurement manager, contract cancellations too are equally important decisions to taken similarly to signing of a contract. Bring out the types of contract cancellation, cite examples and highlight severity of cancellation and implication of the cancellation of the contracts. So this is again for 10 marks. Let us find solutions. The contract cancellation is in the chapter 8, so subheading 8.4. Let me just take you there, page number 205. So here is the contract cancellation. Here we have a brief information introduction and what is the definition of cancellation termination details. Then here you can see there are certain types of cancellation what we can go for, and then what kind of a cancellation clause we have. So it also gives you certain examples like you can have how the clause looks like and what it had a problem. Here is some example of US firm and Indian IT firm, what issue they had it. So you can also try to find out similar kind of issues or information from the internet. But one important part of it, keep in mind that you don't copy any of it, the content. You read it and then you make it, write it in your own words. So plagiarism is the most important factor for you to get your assignment a valid response. Okay, then going back to the next, the question 3A, bring out the difference between procurement of capital equipment and capital assets. What are the factors to be considered while purchasing them? So capital equipment and capital asset. So let's see. So here we have challenges of procure. This is in the chapter 6 and the subheading is 6.3. We look for capital assets and subheading 6.4 goes with the capital equipment. So 149 is a page number. Let us see. 149 is for capital assets. These are the challenges you can see here. And going to equipments. So this is the process of capital equipment. Here you have phase 4 execution phase. After this you have sourcing and supply issues. So you can get little more information here for the challenges part of it. Okay, so I think in this question easily you can go ahead with the 500 words. Let's go ahead with 3B. 3B question says milk basket, an e-commerce grocery seller appoints you as a purchasing manager for its perishable product department. How can your contribution to the purchasing department enhance overall organizational performance through following e-procurement strategies? So it goes with the chapter 7 and subheading goes 7.3 business strategies for e-commerce. Let's go ahead with page number 178. Here you can see you have a detail and then try to collect some information related to the question, and then you can go ahead and finish off the question, particularly for the milk basket. Okay, so this is according to my information, so you are free to comment on it, or and please guys, one request, not to copy the content from anywhere. Try to do a plagiarism check before you submit the assignment. So thank you so much.